Welcome, everyone, to our 2K Sports broadcast. Tonight's game also serving as part of the NBA Cup. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Seattle. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, there's the Trailblazers, 5.5 games behind.
And right now for the Trailblazers, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, they're right where we thought they would be, and that's okay. Improvement rarely happens overnight.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. The forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. Henderson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Klingon in at the 5. And for Seattle, they've got MP. Porter is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Diabate in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Seattle. Just a tremendous run right now for him. 12 straight wins.
Yeah, it's been impressive, and the question now is who can figure out a way to stop these guys? Each time out, they're finding ways to win in every imaginable way.
Klingon the screen for Henderson. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
And the dunk by MP.
Well, MP sensed his opportunity and did not hold back on the drive.
Here's Henderson. No good. Shot missing. Nice D from LaVine. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Here's King. And another basket for Seattle. GA, I've heard coaches talk about slicing the NBA schedule into 10-game increments. Is that something that you recall when you played?
Well, keeping focus on portions of a long season can keep players focused, especially during road trips. Big goals are reached through small steps.
That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Another miss by MP. Here's Grant. That one a little long. Here's Seattle. Good momentum, 8 straight points. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Right now, as a coach, you're looking out on the floor and you're wondering, do I have the right 5 on the court together?
Let's see some of the numbers here for MP.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Count that one.
Well, I can't imagine anyone wants to get in Klingon's way on that drive. That's a lot of power coming at you.
King against Avdia. MP, no good. Trailblazers trail by 6. And the foul called on him. And Portland has possession. Here's Avdia. It's tipped.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Damian Lillard out there with Scoot Henderson. Then there's Donovan Klingon. Then it's Denny Avdia. And it's Krejci in a power forward. Now here's Henderson. 23 points in the game. And the lead is down inside single digits. Henderson's got 25 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
LaVine with it, defended by Avdia. Pass to Diabate. Shot clock at 6. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
There's the basketball mind of Henderson working. Stayed ahead of the play for the score.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Seattle calls timeout. So both teams making some changes here. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
And you look at Lillard. He's got a play from the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
And Portland has possession after the basket by Seattle. Henderson looking it over. Swinging the screen for Henderson. Lets it go with a three. Seattle grabs the miss. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
And really credit their advantage on the backcourt. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Hartenstein's checked in for the Trailblazers. Holiday comes in for Damian Lillard. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you. All defensive guard Drew Holiday talked about guarding some of the younger players coming into the league, and he said the game has changed significantly. They morphed with it. They're quick, athletic, and they all play the game a lot differently than when I came into the league. Guys?
It is a new day. Allie, we thank you very much. And so here's Portland. Following the miss by MP, Krejci passes to Hartenstein. Avdia against MP. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Sissoko checked in. Tim, how do you look at Avdia's game?
Well, I just think he's a guy as a small forward with great size and great versatility. He does a little bit of everything on the court to help you win.
Holiday, the pass to Henderson. Williams against Holiday. Here's Krejci. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now Henderson. High, arcing shot. And so it's Seattle with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Jordan Poole is out there with Williams. Then it's MP. Then it's James. And it's Tomlin in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. Here's Holiday following the basket by MP. Lillard misses.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And he is just piling up the numbers here. MP seems to improve every time we see him. Such an impressive talent.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. It's a 10-point game. Lillard, the pass to Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
On the wing, MP. From outside the arc. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Kings got 42 in the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
That's good, and the Seattle lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Drew Holiday.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
MP, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. No good from Grant.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved he didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Holiday, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. So, Tim, when you look at the current landscape of the NBA, the talent level seems to be at an all-time high.
Well, Kevin, there are more high-level shot makers in this league than ever before as guys continue to add shooting range and creativity with their hands.
And they got to be always evolving, right? I mean, you cannot rest on what you've done.
Well, the league now emphasizes high-level shot making more than they ever have. And in the era of the three-point shot in particular, it's crucial that you add that to your game.
Absolutely. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Holiday. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Sissoko passes to Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. Seattle leading by 14. Good, that's another bucket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
Oh, it is nice to be young. MP.
Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Lillard misses.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Connects again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. To the paint, here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Yeah, look at Grant, quick off the floor before anyone can get in his way.
Diabate, good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Kings got his 8th assist in the game. Trailblazers trail by 18. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. A platoon swap here for Seattle. And then for the Trailblazers, Klingon, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Avdia comes in for Grant. And Henderson subbed in for Damian Lillard. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play.
And how about the awareness by Klingon, a big man who can sense when one of his teammates is open.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Grant, he's checked in for Henderson. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Drew Holiday. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Inside. And it's Klingon with the jam.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Klingon looks to slam that one down whenever he gets a chance.
Levine, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Denny Avdia picks one up. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Seattle.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Well, one thing that has stood out to me, and it's been a major difference maker, is they're playing with great pace, getting out on the break every chance they get.
And that one's good by Henderson.
And that's 4 from deep on the night, with 3 of them coming in this half.
And Levine, here we go. There's Porter with the 3, and Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got 25 points.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he equals his total from before the break.
Seattle calls timeout. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Seattle's coach as he addressed his team. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
All right, Allie, thank you. Hook it.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Here's MP. The turnaround, a tremendous move.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
Lillard against Pippen. Klingon with it. So, Tim, you ended your NBA career a little bit early because of knee problems, and at 34, you made the transition to broadcasting and have excelled so much. What has that journey been like?
Well, certainly, Kevin, I wish I could have played another handful of years, but you're right. The knee injury forced me into this line of work, and I'm blessed and grateful because I can stay connected.
Oh, it's a highlight reel being put together by MP.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Down by 12. Outside, Grant. The 3 doesn't go. Seattle has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we reached the fourth quarter.
Crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. The young man, fearless inside.
Free throw good, MP. And both free throws good for MP. Trailblazers trail by 14. Lillard attacking a huge two-handed slam.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
And Seattle shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Not a lot of time left for the Trailblazers in this one. Grant, oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
Now MP from outside. Again, what an avalanche.
And another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied for 4th most 60-point games in league history.
He is one of the most exciting offensive players the NBA has ever seen. In fact, I don't think you can make an argument against that.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Seattle calls timeout. Some changes for Seattle. Tomlin's checked in, and it's Poole in for Zach LaVine.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Seattle.
The big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
And he drives in. Oh, the dunk!
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll do it, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, MP.
Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Williams is out there with Kevin Porter. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's Jeremiah Robinson-Earl, and it's Diabate in at center.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Here's Porter into the lane. Another shot. Outside LaVine. 6 to shoot. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to go. Lakers trail by 12. And here's Connect. That's his 6 make in 11 tries.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Porter, the pass to Robinson-Earl. Now LaVine. And it's Connect with a rebound. Connect's got 4 rebounds. Rebounds now. Lakers trail by 4. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. John Collins out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Connect in at the 3. And count it!
And the confidence Collins has is impressive. Doesn't feel any pressure taking these big shots.
Williams against Reeves. Porter outside. Now here's Levine. He's closely guarded. Taking them all on. Levine.
Tell you what, we've got a game. I like that Levine's rising to the challenge as things get tight.
Buries it from outside.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
And so Porter will bring it up for Seattle. They've led by as many as 14. From downtown. Rebounded by Ayton.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
To take the lead. Oh, it doesn't go. Seattle has gone 0 for 2 from deep. Not what they need this overtime. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
Doesn't have to break his momentum at all to catch the pass.
Takes a step back. Doncic. Collins outside. Here's Doncic. Collins outside. Collins with a screen on Williams. Austin Reeves. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. Porter outside. Here's Robinson Earl. Collins defending. Now Levine. Can't get it to go.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Turning here to our analysts. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
And it would be smart to go for a 2-for-1 right now.
Making substitutions here. Now Los Angeles with it. They trail by 3. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Second team foul.
And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. He is just playing at a high level right now.
Making plays for himself and others. His next assist will give him a double-double.
Vanderbilt fires. It's money from deep.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that'll put him up 2. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
A chance to tie it up here.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw.
Now Eaton. Outside Vanderbilt. To tie it up. Ooh, he can't tie it up. That one's no good. And now they foul and stop the clock.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
So we see Seattle get the win here. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.
And BA, I don't think they expected this one to be so hard fought. But when they went into overtime, they really poured the gas on the fire.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
Oh, my goodness, the slam!
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. And for Seattle, they've got MP. Williams is out there with Scottie Pippen. Then it's Williams. And it's Robinson Earl in at the 5. And again, no good by St. Louis.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Count the basket.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
To the inside, Mobo. That ball, great assist by Van Vliet. And the Sound lead by 4. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Seattle. And MP throws it down hard.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Well, St. Louis shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Van Vliet against Williams. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Aggressive move. I know he wishes he had that one back.
Here's Larson. 12 points for him. Beyond the arc. And that's good. Fred Van Vliet for 3. Van Vliet's got 17 now.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
And MP throws it down hard.
Great burst. MP is tough to stop once he gains a step.
Here's Van Vliet. He's got 17. Pass to Mobo. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Fades and shoots. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway.
And the shot goes down. He's got 14.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's MP, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You see it mature beyond his years. MP sees the opening, does not hesitate.
And both free throws good for MP.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Love deciding where to go with it. To the middle. 4 seconds left. And Lopez throws it down.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Sound lead by 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here.
MP. Oh, MP sinks the triple.
You see the foundation of a real long-range threat. That means he just has to keep developing those skills.
Insanity is out there with Jarris Walker. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Larson in at the two-guard. MP. Oh, and he cannot get the layup.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
There's a minute 40 left here in the fourth quarter. Not gonna go. Seattle trails by 8. And the foul called on MP. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
St. Louis has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
Brandon Williams. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
.122 left in the fourth quarter. Takes the three. Can't get it to go. Seattle running out of time. And it misses.
And Seattle calls time here. George, he's checked in for Washington. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Seattle's coach as he addressed his team. He laid into the team about being over-aggressive. He said, quote, "You're letting them get to the line as much as they want. We've got to dial back some of the physicality because it's getting us in trouble. Guys, let's see if they can ease up here."
As always, Allie, we thank you. We've got Jordan Poole, Jalen Wells out there with MP. Then there's Kevin Porter.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. MP shot is good.
Well, tonight has been the MP show. And, guys, they have to keep it simple. Just keep feeding MP the ball and keep seeing him add to that point total.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Harris. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
Oh, here in the fourth quarter, he's 5 for 7 from the field.
It's stolen by Kuminga. George in the post. He's covered by Wells. Here's Young. And King pulls it down. MP's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Seattle move the ball around. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Washington. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Harris. Kuminga outside. Young. Rebounded by Porter.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back. And they've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And you also have to respect the pride they take in playing defense. They've been able to get some takeaways because of their activity level. Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
The drive by MP.
A good, aggressive move by MP. You know, I have a feeling we'll see this a lot in his career.
Wizards leading by 6. Outside Young. George is screen on Poole. Outside George. Now Kuminga. There's the steal. MP inside. Working on George. Oh, no good. And so it's Harris with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam.
And how fun is it watching Porter Jr. punch it in, leaving no room for error on the drive.
Outside Harris. Let's loose for 3. That's all.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances. A complete lack of intimidation. MP proving he can be that guy.
Seattle making a switch here.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Young on the drive. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
Coming up big in the clutch. Trae Young lives for these moments.
Using the glass to lay it in.
Yeah, he's still a youngster, but MP shows he's ready for the big moments.
Young. No good from 3. Seattle trails by 3. MP makes his move. Ooh, he leaves no question.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Young. Now Johnson. He launches. The Three ball is down.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
He got it again. Sensational.
Oh my goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Here's Young. This is what it's come down to.
Yes, indeed. A monster possession.
Well, year after year, Young is one of the best when it comes to drawing fouls.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a three-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
And got it! Another basket!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. I just don't want them to run out the clock.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a three-point game.
Couldn't have asked for anything better there. Only a 3 can tie it now.
And Seattle calls time here. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one. Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Young fires. Can't hit it. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, B.A., you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make 3s. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
Kuminga is out there with Keyshawn George. Then it's Trae Young, then there's Johnson, and it's Harris in at the center position.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
And it's Washington with the ball, following the 3 by Seattle. Harris! Oh, the long ball, no good!
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those. And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
The drive by MP. Oh, it's rebounded by Kuminga. The Wizards with a lead. Harris down low. Robinson Earl on him. Oh, no good. Here's the floater. Not that time.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Picked it out of midair.
Yeah, some gritty stuff there by MP. Now, he knew he was going to get hit.
And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Porter against Young. Now Harris. Ooh, rise and fire.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
MP drives in. Another bucket. Wow. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
doesn't go.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up.
Out of this world, MP.
Oh, wow, that was a dunk contest level jam right there.
The Wizards trail by 3. Outside Johnson. Snatched away. Here's Robinson Earl. Pounded by Harris. MP. Oh, off target from downtown. And he powers it down. One-handed.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Punching it in on the drive. MP doesn't mess around when he's got a lane to the rim.
Outside Harris from deep. No.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league. Hey, you need a bucket? Who you going to call? They've got Young on speed dial.
Again! What an avalanche!
And that's 70!
He is unconscious. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Washington. Young. Here's Kuminga. In attack mode, Trae Young.
You see the trust Young's guys have in him. When they need a bucket, he gets it for them.
Outside Wells. James outside. And good! There's another!
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Young fires! Oh, that's what he does. Trae Young knocking down a 3.
Well, this is what Young is capable of every time he steps on the floor. He is a one-man offensive machine.
To take the lead, the triple drop.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Here's MP. Oh, connects again.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history.
Honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. He's in the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and then Wilt's 100 are the only higher scoring games ever.
Outside Harris. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Fires the 3 from way downtown. Young.
That's an important bucket. Now they have to guard the perimeter tight. No threes at all.
And Seattle calls time here. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Stolen by Kuminga, and they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Hey, talk about a cool customer. Icing this one with some clutch free throws.
MP! The free is in! And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
The whole arena knows they need a 3 to force another overtime.
And there is the triple! A big three-pointer! Now we might have a review here.
The previous play is under review.
Now, if it counts, we'll be headed to another overtime.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Good! That's another bucket!
That score moving him clear into third, all time for scoring.
Well, you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished.
Well, he's cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. Either way, he is having a night to remember.
Another tie! And we're going to have a second overtime. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with another overtime in front of us, the question is, who will blink first? Nobody wants to give in. A lot of pride on the line now. Here we go. Now here's Young. Kuminga outside. George fires. He drills the wide open jumper.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that
Another one goes. Incredible.
He is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
Hey, and that score moves him into second place for most points in a game.
And to think he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100. This is a game we'll be talking about for decades.
Well, when you watch MP, you can see the burst he has on the floor. Very explosive young player.
Now George. Young outside. It's stolen by MP. MP, the flush.
Well, young guys rarely hesitate to throw it down when they can. MP is no exception.
Wizards trail by 3. Here's Young. Outside Kuminga. Now Young takes a 3. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
And so Porter will bring it up for Seattle. MP inside. He's watched by Kuminga. George is there for the rebound. Now Harris. Yes, sir! That one's good!
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
MP drives in. Off on the layup.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
There's the screen by Johnson. Here's Young. Puts up the tray. James rips down the board.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
MP against Kuminga. Oh, the shot is off. The Wizards with a lead. Johnson gets a hand on it, and he grabs the board and finishes it off.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
And Seattle calls time here. Seattle making a switch here. Seattle shooting it well, around 55% for the game. Ooh, rejected by Harris. Jams it home.
Well, that's a smart pass in close quarters.
Seattle trails by 6. MP looking around. Oh, MP buries the triple.
A very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
Here's Young for 3. Shot's no good. MP in the look out.
Wow! Are you kidding?
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Now Young. Now George. Young inside. Guarded by Poole. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
I mean, look. Trae Young is getting whatever he wants. Just keep getting him the ball.
That one goes. Yes, sir!
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Harris fires. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Getting it done inside. MP.
Oh, wow. How about the handles from MP? I mean, that's just a beautiful play.
Washington trailing. Outside Young. Outside Kuminga. And the 3 misses.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in those possessions.
Here's MP. It's stolen by Kuminga. And a fast break now for the Wizards. Shoots a 3. The putback. Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
Yeah, an opportune bucket from Kuminga. Stepping up big time.
MP drives in. A thunderous two-hander with authority. And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
With the time left, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot here.
Johnson. And he gets the jumper to fall.
Yeah, you love to see a quick bucket off the inbound. Well done.
Kuminga against MP. Drives to the hoop. Nice take by MP.
I like how assertive MP is down there. No question that he's got the skills to score in the paint.
They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Pippen, he's checked in for Williams. Five-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Young, here he goes. Oh, he misses the layup. It's stolen by Kuminga. Now Johnson. George feels it out a bit. Now Young. Nails it.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
And Seattle calls time here. How do you think this is going to play out?
And there's not enough time to catch and shoot, so they'll have to tip it in off the inbound pass.
And so it's Washington who scrapes by with the win. Double overtime games are so grueling. And after this one, everyone, the officials, the fans, the broadcasters, will all have to take a little rest.
Trey, congratulations.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Stan.
Doris, you talk about the great scores. It's not enough to be elite one-on-one. You've got to be able to handle the double team, too. I mean, there's a lot there.
On a nightly basis, Kevin, these are the best defenses in the world, scheming to take away the greatest strengths of the best individual offensive players. And you know what? Nightly, it's not enough. The great ones find a way no matter what.
We've got Williams. He's out there at quarter. And it's Diabate in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle.
This is what you hope. You want to see Markkanen mix it up on the glass, right? Keep the play alive. Make sure you convert.
Seattle calls timeout. MP's checked in for Seattle. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
You look at MP sitting at the top of the heap. Looks like he'll be planning on an appearance at the dunk contest this year.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised with his athleticism. This guy has got the goods, no doubt about it. The hops are incredible, and we'll just have to see what sort of creativity he can apply.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Seattle has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's King, and it's Seattle with another.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
For Utah, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Bagley with a screen on Porter. High post Bagley. 6 on the shot clock. Nobody near George. Offline with his 3.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Utah shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Bagley with a screen on Porter. Lays it up off the glass.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent. It's also about timing.
And Utah making a change here. And with NBA defenses more spread out than ever, Doris, teams are getting more aggressive, looking for offensive rebounds.
They are, Kevin, because it can be a valuable asset to get extra possessions. You're winning on the margins if you do that. And let's remember, certain guys just have a knack for getting offensive rebounds, so why not let those guys work?
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Pass to Peterson. The Jazz working the ball around now. Offensive rebound. And Kessler throws it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Now, here's Wilson. Outside, Markkanen. Markkanen missing again.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. A platoon swap here for Seattle. Here's Williams over George. Another shot. Kessler with the rebound. Here's Wilson. That ball, nice feed that time from George. George has got his third assist on the night. For Seattle, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
And Seattle making a change here. Tomlin's checked in. Williams with the ball. Now defended by Markkanen. Good on the shot.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
On the wing, Markkanen. Shoots over Wells. Kessler finds George. Peterson. And another shot. And Kessler with a nice bucket inside. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 10 rebounds. The drive by Poole. And he gets the bucket. Poole's got 20 points.
Two things there that make that possible for Jordan Poole. Focus and body control.
Here's Peterson, and he dunks it down.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Seattle. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Poole, no good.
This guy hit a couple of threes in the first half, but since then, it's been a little bit of a struggle.
Markkanen kicks to George. Pass to Peterson. Here's Wilson. Off target with his three. Seattle has gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. He's covered by Kessler. Here's Wells. Traps in the tray. Wells has got 5 points now in the quarter.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And it's Seattle with the ball. After the basket by Utah.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
George passes to Peterson. A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. Peterson's got 21 in the game.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Pass to Peterson. It's rebounded by Poole.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Wells with it. Markkanen on him. Poole outside. Just 5 on the clock. And the 3 off target. The Jazz shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. Williams with the steal. Wells with it. Markkanen on him. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Coming onto the floor for Seattle, Brazil, Pippen.
Utah shooting it well here in the fourth quarter. 50%. Steps back. Pass to Kessler. Markkanen a screen on Pippen. Peterson the pass to Wilson. 6 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Shoots a fader. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Seattle.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Seattle able to drain the 3. To the wing on the left. Wells with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Wells' shot is good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Kessler screen on Pippen. Teardrop shot. Peterson misses. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast.
And Seattle calls time here. some changes for Memphis. Clark is checked in for Aldama. Jackson comes in for Gillespie. And it's Jackson in for Jerome. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Seattle's coach as he addressed his team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And Seattle, looking at who they've got. They've got James. MP is out there with Jalen Wells. Then there's Kevin Porter.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Seattle?
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
And I'd say offensive rebounding has also been a big factor as well. And not just getting the boards, but more importantly, converting those into second chance points. Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate. After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
Wells with it. Jackson on him. MP inside. Defended by Jackson. Shot clock at 6. And they pick up 2. Kings got 6 in the quarter.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Here's Coward. Back to Morant. Clark with the screen. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 5 assists tonight.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
Now here's Porter. Jackson with 3. MP buries the triple.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Oh, he can't get the layup.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed. And really strong at the line since the break.
Free throw good, MP.
I love the intensity he's brought to the floor since halftime in constant attack mode.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Jackson. Oh, no good on the dunk. MP with, MP, stunning.
What athletic ability from MP. Plenty of bounce in those legs.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Now Jackson. Count it!
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And Seattle calls time here. Diabate's checked in for Seattle. Robinson Earl comes in for Wells. Seattle leading by 8. Muscling it home, MP.
Oh, my. Powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint.
Here's Jackson. Outside Morant. Oh, missed on the train. Seattle has gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. MP rebounded by Jackson.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
And guys, I'd keep it simple. Keep running plays for Triple J. He's been awesome tonight.
Rebounded by Jackson. Grizzlies trail by 8. Beyond the arc. Oh, it's off. Here's Diabate. Clark covers. Can't get it.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
His effort has been there since the opening tip. He is leading the way by example.
Now, here is James. Here's MP. From 8 feet. Oh, it's off target. We've got 33 seconds left in the game. Oh, the stuff.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 6'5". His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
And they go to the intentional foul.
14 foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You know, it's no secret that MP is a confident guy. But what I really like is that most of the time he lets his play do the talking for him.
And short of a miracle, they're walking out of here with a tough loss.
They fought all night, a terrific effort, but they just couldn't make enough big plays.
So we see Seattle get the win here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And time now to introduce our player of the game, MP.
Here's King. There's the drive. And the dunk by MP.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
So on the floor for Orlando. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bain. And it's De Silva in at the three. Now, here's Banchero. And stolen by MP. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Oh, that's a monster jam by MP.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
And so it's Suggs who brings up the ball for Orlando. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Payne for three. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
He made 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since then. I tell you what, you can't shake your head at that.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Now, here's Banchero. Down low. And then Carter with the jam.
No margin for error that time. Big-time slam from big man Carter Jr.
Here's King finding the lane. Banchero grabs the board. Magic leading by 3. Here's De Silva. And James pulls it down. James has got 5 rebounds tonight. And Wells the bucket on the assist from Porter. Porter's got 4 assists now tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. Picking up his 4th foul really could change how he approaches things now.
Here's the screen. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. No good from outside. Seattle has gone 2 or 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And MP throws it down.
Fantastic slam by MP, proving how dangerous he can be inside.
Richardson against Williams. Richardson outside. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Oh, he's a high flyer! Oh, look at that elevation and throw down. Oh!
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. A different look for Seattle. Diabate's checked in, and James up in for Jordan Poole. Orlando also making some changes. De Silva's checked in, and it's Suggs in for Richardson.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
Composed under pressure, and he's now 4 for 4 here in the 4th.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, you could see it and feel it in his eyes at the start of this period. He is on a mission.
Carter, he's checked in for the Magic. One thing this team loves about Kevin Porter Jr., Clark, he scores the ball.
Yes, he does. He's a walking bucket. You know, we've seen him average about 20 per game for a season, and the one thing you don't have to worry about with Kevin Porter Jr., he's going to keep it in attack mode all the time.
Seattle leading by 3. Porter inside. Carter on him. Here's King. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 6 assists now in the game.
Tell you what, nice mid-range shot there from MP, and that'll open things up for him on the floor.
Carter with a screen on James. Bain passes to Carter. Misses the baby hook.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got it.
Can you believe that?
Turns up and turns out, throwing it down. Come on.
The Magic trail by 7. Pass to De Silva. Back to Suggs. Carter with a screen on Porter. Carter, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. And he's getting to a spot, shooting the ball with confidence. Excellent turnaround for him.
Back to King. For 3. MP drills the 3.
The defense has to understand the scouting report on MP. He can make you pay from deep.
A kick out to Bain. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Bain's got 29.
He's trying to carry them back into this game. He's absolutely feeling it this quarter.
Seattle leading by 6. Here's MP. Oh!
Well, Porter has tremendous talent and is very creative. He's good at getting his guys the ball when they're ready to score. A good passer because he's got good vision.
Suggs passes to Bain. Here's De Silva. That one misses.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Good cut by MP there. Love that aggressive approach.
And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. Now Banchero. Lets it go from 14. 2 points. That one goes.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender. The defense there got away with a major lapse.
MP powers through the contact inside.
Young fella does not let the contact distract or bother him. Business-like finish from MP.
Here's Banchero. And he jams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
The Magic trail by 13. Now Banchero. From 15 feet away, can't get it.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Seattle.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
Yeah, I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 they had tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
The shot misses. .24 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Clean from outside.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Sent away with authority. And yep, another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, MP.
Now here's MP. Defense right on him. Fades. And that's good. Off the glass that time. Kings got 23. And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up three to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
And Seattle, looking at who they've got. They've got MP, Jordan Poole out there with Kevin Porter. Then there's James, and it's Diabate in at the 5. And the foul called on MP. That's his 5th foul.
Boy, 5th foul? Yeah, they're going to have to hide him on the defensive end from now on.
Robinson Earls checked in for Seattle.
Number 9.
Seattle on D. Adebayo passes to Wade. Now Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Wade. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by MP.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And stolen by Adebayo. You know, one of the ideas that's been thrown around for the All-Star festivities, a one-on-one tournament with $1 million prize on the line, RJ.
That is amazing when you think about that number, but players are making $75, $80 million a season. Ultimately, that's got to come from within, the want to compete against the best on the biggest stage.
Here's Mitchell, following the bucket by Seattle. Adebayo, a screen on Porter. The drive by Mitchell. And Adebayo slams it in.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
And here's MP from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 4 assists in the game. Adebayo sets a screen. Pass to Wade. Mitchell against Porter. Adebayo sets a screen. Mitchell's shot is good.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. But one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
And the MP is one of those guys you just love watching because he plays with such confidence, hunger, and a smile.
Porter against Mitchell. Outside Adebayo. And again, it's Miami converting.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Here's James, and a nice finish on the layup.
They are shooting the lights out and doing a good job of maintaining this lead.
And so here is Miami. They host the Pistons after this one. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. And there's a pick. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
Outside Adebayo. Jaquez, the pass to Mitchell. Clock at 6. Here's Wade. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Wade's got 6 here in the quarter.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him.
Oh,
wow.
Big finish right there.
What a finish.
Wow.
Okay, young man. We see you, MP. We know you're for real.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Outside Adebayo. Pass to Jaquez. To the middle. And finished off by Adebayo.
I'll tell you, Bam is having a massive impact on this game. They just can't stop him.
From deep, MP drops in the 3. MP's got 37.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Robinson Earl, the pass to James. There's the drive, and it's James with the jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Seattle. Good work defensively by Mitchell.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Adebayo, a screen on Williams. Outside Adebayo. Seattle pulls it in.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there. And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Tomlin's checked in for Seattle. Poole comes in for James.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Mitchell.
For the away team, Jordan Poole.
Pass to Adebayo.
Away team foul. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Williams against Mitchell. Down low. And Adebayo slams it in.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
Pass to Wells. Well, Richard, we know that coaches will sometimes criticize their team's performance in those post-game press conferences. But where's that line?
Well, I think coaches should always use I. When you say I, and I as the leader of the team, I have to have them prepared ready. I didn't do a good job making sure that I demanded the type of execution. That first always helps.
Drains the triple.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Just 5 to shoot. Adebayo sets a screen. And Adebayo slams it in.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Poole. Takes it inside. Rebound Miami. Outside Mitchell. So we see Seattle get the win here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And let's reveal our player of the game, MP.
Stan, the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, two things can happen on that, Kevin. Number one, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down and you take away a chance of getting a layup off the pass. And then the second thing is it leads to turnovers because of that, because the guy passing the ball.
Oh, look at that!
That's just unbelievable.
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Henderson finds Klingon. Over to the left wing. The three. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Avdia, the pass to Hartenstein. Henderson for three. And it's King with the rebound. Seattle leading by 23. And it's Portland with the rebound. Klingon's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Sharp connects from three-point range. Sharp's got 27 points.
Well, that's a nice play. Sharp in rhythm off the catch.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Pass to Klingon. Here's Henderson. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Diabate's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And here's MP for three. The three-pointer is right on target. MP's got 41.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
And it's time for an injury report.
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Seattle, and the diagnosis is relatively mild. A bruised knee. Not great, but could be worse. The current expectation is he will be able to make a full recovery in a short amount of time. And guys, I'm told he will be able to play if necessary.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Yeah, so much changes around the league year to year, but the danger and impact of injury remains largely the same. It's not enough to be good. You gotta be lucky too.
Henderson outside. Like at 6. Back to Avdia. Will it go? And it's Seattle with the rebound.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Pass to Klingon. Now here's Henderson. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Pass to Sharp. Williams against Henderson. Avdia, the pass to Sharp.
2 minutes in the game.
Back to Avdia. Fires for 3. And it's King with the rebound. King's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal.
It's on Scoot Henderson.
And how about MP showing some toughness there, accepting the contact on the way up.
Tamani Kamara, he's checked in for Donovan Klingon. Big group substitution here for Seattle. And for Portland, their shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The drive by MP. And good that time.
I love the determination that MP showed there. He is developing into an absolute bulldog.
And it's Henderson with the ball for Portland. to Kamare. Tries yet again. And Henderson lays it in. Henderson's got 36.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Seattle.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Here's Sharp. Oh, and the jam by Sharp.
Oh, man. Sharp makes that look way too easy. That's elite bounce.
MP, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
And then Henderson with the dunk.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Here's MP. Another one goes. Incredible.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaughts. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony in our
Well, Grant, we know teams are hunting triples like never before. What's the line before you get a little three happy, though?
Well, B.A., I don't care how well you're shooting it. If you have an opportunity to get to the rim, you have to take it.
Here's Rollins. And with the introduction of the NBA Cup, the regular season schedule is more packed than ever.
You know what, B.A.? Many constituents in this game believe the regular season schedule should top out at 72 games. This is something the commissioner broached back when he introduced the Cup. Not necessarily 72, just that there could be a reduction. But there's too much money at stake. I don't believe this will ever happen.
Williams is out there with Zach LaVine. Then there's Jalen Wells. Then it's MP. And it's Diabate in at the 5 spot. Here's Portis. Seattle pulls it in.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
LaVine. That shot off. The Bucks have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Fires the 3. Diabate grabs the board.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Here's MP. No good on the shot.
Boy, the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
Here's Rollins. Portis with a screen on Williams. Portis outside. 6 on the shot clock. And the Bucks miss again.
Boy, he just doesn't have it here tonight, and it's had a ripple effect on this team.
MP is doubled. And MP throws it down.
Come on, man. So aggressive. MP, that trait will take you a long way in this game.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Jang. There's the triple. They get the rebound. Portis gets the bucket.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, we know how hard this guy works and how skilled he is at it.
Outside Wells. Now Williams. Seattle moving the ball around. And here's MP from outside. And the three-pointer goes. MP's got 10 points in the quarter.
The floor spacing ability on display by MP right there.
Portis with a screen on Williams. Pass to Prince. Now here's Portis. Nice move. And it's good on the lay-in.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Seattle has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. To the paint. Here's Diabate. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Doris, over the last few years, the NBA has done an outstanding job with replay, expanding its uses.
Well, you say that.
Oh!
Boy, the explosive finish at the cup by MP. He might have surprised himself, folks.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Pass to Jang.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Portis. And he gets it to go.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Seattle. Driving inside. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Excellent read by MP there. Just takes advantage of the opening.
1:46 left to play in the fourth. Rollins passes to Sejang. The rebound by MP. Kings. Seattle's shooting has been great this game. 58%. Can't connect from short range. The Bucks shooting at 31% here in this fourth quarter. Dang, shot is off.
Oh, he had all the room he needed. Just failed to convert it.
The 11-footer. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Kings got 27.
Wow, look at the creativity from that young man. MP putting on a show with the handle.
Portis with a screen on MP. 59 seconds left to play in the fourth. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. And King pulls it down.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
From deep. Seattle pulls it in.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Sinks it from distance.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Driving in. Oh, MP throws it down.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. So we see Seattle get the win here. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And now, time for our player of the game, MP.
Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think score. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Jordan Poole is out there with James. Then it's Jalen Wells. And it's Robinson Earl in at the four-man position. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And that one, good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Richard with the ball, guarded by Poole. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now here's Wells. He's covered closely. From deep, James, good on the triple.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Out to the right wing. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a three of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
And Poole gets it to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Brown. Shot to stop the run. Drains it from beyond the arc.
That's a smart pass. Get it to Brown and just let Jalen cook.
Seattle calls timeout. Some changes for Boston. Garza's checked in, and it's wide in for Gonzalez. For Seattle, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Anthony following the basket by MP. Williams passes to Levine. And Boston with the rebound. Walsh has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. White dishes to Anthony. Pass to Brown. Here's Walsh, covered by MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's White. No good on the triple. Seattle has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. The turnaround Jay. King's shot is off.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Anthony. And he lays it straight in.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
MP deciding where to go with it. And he makes that one. MP's got 14 points now in the second half.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Here's Walsh. It's good from long range.
Now, finding a teammate when you're in mid-shot like that is really difficult, but he made it look easy.
For Seattle, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8-12.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Now here's Anthony. Pass to Brown. Back to Anthony. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 16 points for Cole Anthony.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
MP, no good.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
And the foul called on MP.
Second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. Austin making a switch here. Kate is checked in.
Number 88.
Brown outside. Pass to Kata. Down low. James defending. Out to White. Hit the shot. The putback. Puts up a 3. The shot missing.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
MP finds James over Anthony. No good from the wing. Celtics have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%.
Yeah, and you expect him to make that one. I'm sure he expects it as well.
Here's King, and MP throws it down.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Takes a step back. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? Now, here's MP. And another basket for Seattle.
MP plays with no fear. And what's incredible is he's really just scratching the surface of his ability.
Pass to Garza. Seattle grabs the miss.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Levine kicks to MP. Back to Levine. Shot from 16. The rebound by Kata. Kata's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead. Just hasn't been his...
Drop the hammer!
Look out!
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
It's White on the wing. On the wing, Brown. James defending. James against Brown. White the pass to Garza. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Seattle. Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner, and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now, that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really... Power that baby down!
Wow! Oh, my goodness!
What heart by MP. Going through contact there and converting. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Pass to Walsh. Brown outside. Now Anthony. Back to Brown. The three. That one's not going to go.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Seattle.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
And he was tremendous on the glass tonight, controlling the boards and fighting for extra possessions.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And Seattle making a change here. Tomlin's checked in. The first one falls. And Tim, quite the character, this Jordan Poole. His personal style is like his flashy game.
Well, Kevin, he loves his fashion, and he's a passionate cat owner. Characters like him make the league fun, and it gives fans more to engage with than just basketball.
Outside Anthony. The shot will not fall. Some solid defense from Pippen. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Anthony. Up and in on the layup.
Anthony.
Pass to Wells. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Walsh. Now Brown. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, MP.